Okay, guys, I'm back, and I'm gonna go off on a little bit of a tangent today because there's something I've been speaking about to students quite a lot recently. So I thought I'd do a quick video on this. The script for this one is really quite limited, so there's going to be quite a lot of improv on this one. But I've got a few talking points. So I want to talk you through criticism and feedback, and importantly, how to make the most of it. So there's a difference between criticism and feedback, and I'm going to go through that, and that's the main point: is what's the difference. But before I go to that, a quick bit of housekeeping. People are entitled and allowed their opinions. Whether you agree with them or not, people are allowed their opinions. But let's move on. So let's start with feedback. What is feedback? Well, feedback is information that helps. It helps you improve something. You could change this so that. It's stuff that can be beneficial to you. Whereas criticism is a statement of dislike. I don't like that. That's not very good. Which of those is helpful to you? So, feedback is helpful. Feedback helps you develop. It helps you gain understanding and helps you understand other people's opinions, which is a huge thing. If you understand what other people think, it helps you appeal to them. So if you're writing or if you're discussing or if you're making, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you can understand what they think and it helps you appeal to their needs and their wants. But also, it helps you see what other people see. You can see things from different points of view. A lot of people have very different ways of thinking to other people. So understanding how other people approach a problem or think about a problem can really influence how you develop a problem and how you develop your work. But the clue there to me is in the name. Feedback. Feed is to grow. It's helpful. Criticism just isn't. It's demoralizing. Right? Now, criticism is sometimes opinion, it's sometimes based on fact, but it's not intended to help you. And a slight aside here, purposeful positivity. When you're just deliberately saying, oh, that's great, this is good, that's nice. That has no purpose other than to massage someone's feelings and egos. I'm sorry, but if all someone does is say, oh, that's really good, and doesn't help you improve something, they're not actually helping you. They're being nice, and that's lovely, but it's not going to help you. So, the important bit is how you make the most of it. When it comes to feedback, act on it. Act on your feedback. Write it down, consider it, add it to your to-do list, but do something with the feedback you've been given. Otherwise, there's no point in having it. And even if you don't end up using it or you try it and it doesn't work, you've tried it and you now know, and you can say for definite, this is the route I should be taking because of this feedback. So use the feedback you've been given. Throw your ego aside. If you actually want to improve something, take yourself out of the equation and look at what it is you're trying to improve. Remember to be objective on what you're trying to achieve. What you're trying to achieve is the goal. It's not feeling good about it. Do that after you've achieved something. But take yourself out of this equation. If someone's giving you feedback, don't take it personally. They're helping you, they're trying to help you, they're trying to help you improve. They're trying to help you make something better. So don't be upset if someone's feedback makes you feel like you haven't done a very good job. You have done a good job, just the job's not done yet. Alright, remember that. Remember, it's not personal, it's not an attack on you. Feedback is there to help you improve. They're not insulting you. Alright, it's intended to help. But what about criticism? Well, you've got two options of criticism. First, ignore it, or use it. If people are criticising you, either they don't have your interests at heart, so ignore them. They don't care if you succeed, or they might even not want you to succeed. So either ignore it and them, or use it. If they criticise, then turn that into feedback yourself. Try and understand what it is they're criticising and improve it in spite of them if you have to. This is a critical thinking task, taking the right information out of a statement and doing the best thing you can with it. It takes practice, and you've really here got to take yourself out of the equations, throw your ego aside and ignore them. But remember, the value of someone's opinion and their criticism of you is only what you give it. If you don't think their opinion and their criticism matters, then it won't affect you. And if they don't like it, so what? Right? People might say, oh, you've got to toughen up, you've got to get a thicker skin. It's not about being tough or having a thick skin. It's understanding when to give a crap about what someone says, when to act on what someone says. It comes with practice, and it gets easier with time, but at the same time, it gets harder the more you are invested in something and the more you value something, the more important it is to you. So, yeah, people say toughen up. Don't toughen up. Learn. Learn what it is that someone's trying to tell you, and use your intellect to improve yourself. Don't just ignore everything anyone says to you, because then you won't get better at anything. You have to take your feedback and criticism, ignore the critical part of it, use the feedback. And really importantly, it's about who you go to for feedback, who you go to get help. Don't go to people that have no intention of helping you. Go to people that you know want to help you, because their feedback will be valuable. And ask them to be critical. Critical feedback is good, but it's not criticism. And that's the difference. I hope you guys can use this. I hope it can help you make some improvements and help you use the information you get wisely. Alright guys, catch you later.